Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Blind Prophet. So in the last episode we arrived here to the town of Rotbork to look for and investigate any sources of corruption, and as you can see from this headless body here, we did find something immediately once we entered the town. And this man Butani tried to rape this one woman, but we stopped him and then followed him to his apartment, where we had to unfortunately put him down because the corruption of I think he was being possessed by a demon, a revenant, as Gerald described it. And I'm gonna call this guy Gerald because we don't know this apostle's real name yet, assuming that he even has one yet. So I'm gonna call him Gerald until he gives us another name that we are gonna call him as. But anyway, so this guy was excuse me. So Butani was possessed by a demon he called a revenant, and now we're supposed to find the source of that corruption. That where the corruption came from, where the demon came from. And the only clue that we have is... Oh, our inventory is now empty. Well, okay. Well, we did find this one receipt from Mermaid Smile, I think the place was called. It's basically a strip club, or a brothel, or something like that. So we have to find that place now, I think. Although before that, I think at first we have to go and find this one tattoo salon owned by that woman whom we saved in the last episode. So, without further ado, let's look for that tattoo salon and ask the woman more about the city or town. Anything else on him, I wonder? An eye and some sort of tentacles appeared from the wound. I would like to see the police officer's face when he discovers that. Oh yeah, I'm sure that the landlord will also be very thrilled to find a body from here the next morning. He's gonna be very thrilled, I'm sure. Damn, he's too heavy. I would better leave him there. Okay. Well, we have no business here anymore, so let's leave. And this... Oh, I think we should read this real quick. So, current objective. There's something wrong. There shouldn't be any revenant here. My only lead is this pickup bar, the Mermaid Smile. Yeah, that one. I could also visit the young girl I saved earlier. She told me she had a tattoo salon in town. Yes, exactly. So we are gonna look for that girl first. And maybe she could also tell where Mermaid Smile is. Hint, when you can't advance... have you tried every interaction? Excuse me. Some hints may be hidden in the character's remarks. Some hints may be hidden in the character's remarks, or even in unusual actions. Okay, I try to keep that in mind. So, let's go to downtown. Oh, I was not expecting this kind of location. When the sign read downtown. Gustave Eiffel Square. Head of the statue. The statue has been destroyed. It's a symbol and must have made some people angry. What kind of statue is it then? I don't understand what it's doing here. He was probably a local hero, maybe related to the history of the city. Okay, can we read more about this statue and what it's supposed to be about? Like, can we read this blog? No. Graffiti demanding more freedom, less rules and other things. Okay. Anything else here? Gustave Eiffel. Perhaps just for the style. Anything else? No. Apparently not. Okay, let's continue further to downtown. Okay, this is more like it. Signature tattoo. Okay, this must be the tattoo salon that we are looking for. Didn't take long to find that. Let's look around let's look around first. Thugs. Those two thugs are giving me some nasty looks. Classic. What's that? Low tide. Or low tide, even. Low tide. A low tide. Okay. It looks like a... Is that a bar? Or a pub? Maybe. And is that a hotel? I can only see the letters, excuse me, again, O and E. I don't know. That looks like a fancy old building. Shop sign. An old half-timbered building. Looks medieval. That's unusual here. And it's open too. I wonder what kind of a shop this is. Facade of the shop. An old half-timbered front. It looks like an old German-style house. That's unusual here. By the way, like, where is this city or town anyway? I mean, the building is German-style, according to Gerald here, so are we in Germany? Or somewhere else in Central Europe? We could be in France too, because Ars Goetia, or Goetia, again, not sure how to pronounce the studio's name, is a French studio. I believe that the studio is located in the city of Lyon. Lyon? However do you pronounce that? So maybe we are somewhere. So maybe we are in France somewhere. A very cheap-looking clock. It's kind of sad. Well, yeah, it does look kind of cheap. But hey, we found a tattoo salon. There's a bright yellow light coming from the room. The windows are covered in stickers. Well, let's enter in and say hello to the woman we rescued. Nice looking place you got here. Again, excuse me, I have to clear my throat. I like that she has an arcade machine here. And what the hell is this thing? Strange mech. A great mechanical arm coming out of the macabre mouth. How do you say that? Macabre mouth? Okay. Got two chair. This chair looks like an instrument of torture. Interesting. Yeah, that was my thought exactly. I was thinking that chair looks like something you would use to torture someone. Yeah, that was my thought. It looks like a gaming machine. It's a game called Heaven's Crusader. Brings back memories. Oh, so you have actually played this thing as a kid or something. Okay. I guess that was pretty much everything, so let's just talk to Vic, so that's her name. The young lady I saved. She narrowly escaped a tragic destiny. Yeah, she was very lucky that we happened to be very close by, that we happened to come to the harbor on a boat. So, hello. Nice shop. It's you! You're alive! Of course we are. Oh, don't sweat it. Did you find him? What happened? We had a little game of hide and seek, and then I asked him a couple questions. Then he kind of lost his head. Whoa, I was scared to death, you know. But who, or rather, what are you, in the end? Yeah, I would like to know that too, exactly. And what were you doing on a park in the middle of nowhere? And where did you learn to move so fast? Easy, easy, so many questions, woman. I was the one coming to ask questions, actually. How did you recover, by the way? You were exhausted, almost ready to drop. Ha, that's true, yes. I was in a state of shock back then, but usually I'm quite energetic. I see. So what's the name of this high-voltage girl? I'm Vicky, but you can call me Vic. It's quicker. What about you? Yeah, what's your name? Bartholomeus. Ah, so that's your name. Well, goodbye, Gerald. And welcome, Bartholomeus. And to answer your earlier questions, I'm an apostle, an immortal servant of God. Yeah, she's sure going to believe that. I have the experience of 2 millennia of fighting, and was bestowed supernatural abilities. Oh, as for the bark, it came straight from heaven. Ah, okay, so I was right. He did descend from the heavens. I came here to liberate this city from the demonic forces that are plaguing it. That is all. Are you joking? You don't believe me? Color me surprised. Ahem, I just believe you're a bit moonstruck. You think of yourself as some kind of crusader, right? Well, I guess you could say that. I mean, it's fine. You don't have to invent such a crazy explanation. After all, you're doing good work out here. Haha, you can believe what you want. Actually, I had a few questions about... You have been joking, right? Well, what if we said no? I guess you don't know about the prophecy of the apostles. Ahem, I don't go to the movies much. When did it come out? I will clarify your mind. When the children of God will be cornered by demons, feeding from the vices and enslaving them. I'm just looking at these images here. The demonic portal, and that looks so freaking cool. What is that, like a big mountain? And a city or town? It could be a fortress too, okay? One of the apostles will be resurrected and will come deliver them. And will come deliver them from evil. Okay. Incredible, so you are really an apostle. Yes. Then, to go to heaven, you only need a bark. That's too easy.
What?
What? No, wait, it isn't that simple. I'm joking, silly. But if you are thousands of years old, you must have seen incredible things. Oh, I'm sure he has. To say the least. Is it true that during the Renaissance people paid to see the king go to the toilets? Well, that's new information, even to me. And the pyramids, they were built by aliens, right? And in Pompeii, where people really I'm really curious to know that what she was about to say. Where people really something. Vic, I don't have the time. I will answer later. Something very grave is taking place. Oh, sorry, yes. You needed help, is that right? When demons overtake a city, they put in place systems of corruption. Men such as your aggressor do not come from nowhere. Their insanity manifests only after having been corrupted. I must trace each demon, send them back to hell, and destroy their systems. I think I get it. But this time there is there is something different. Different? The corruption is much too strong. I must see this through, and I would be glad to have an ally that knows the city well. Ah, of course, it's the least I can do. It's odd. I have been tasked with this mission for millennia, but this time I truly have a feeling of foreboding. Foreboding? I don't know that word. Don't be let down, I'm trusting you. And if something bad happens, you can count on me to call the police ASAP. Something tells me that police is not gonna help us in this situation much. Vic, how to put it? Strategically speaking, demons have everything to gain from corrupting the police in the first place. Meaning that if I fail, every one of you will know hell, literally. Oh crap. You are our last hope, Pertulumos? That's not his name. It's Bartholomeus. Oh, sorry. Anyway, I'm looking for a place called the Mermaid Smile. Does it sound familiar to you? Oh yes, I used to work there as a bartender before opening this place. It's on the other side of the square. Perfect. Did anything appear shady to you during your time there? Well, the boss is trash, and all the girls weren't of legal age. Of course not. It was quite seedy. But is that really surprising for a hostess bar?
Thanks.
I see. I'm off then. Thank you. Please be careful. Always. Okay, so current objective. Vic worked at the Mermaid Smile. It's on the other side of the square, opposite the tattoo shop. Okay, so we don't need to go and look for it or anything. And I don't think that we need to pick up anything from here, so let's just leave. Where can I... There. Other side the tattoo shop, so is it... That's low tide, so it's not that. Over here? No. Well... I was about to say that maybe it's over here because of the pink lights, but this is also quite pink. And it says low tide, so it can't be this, right? Well, let's see if it's here. Ah, yes, there it is. Mermaid Smile. Well, at least it's explicit. Life Bayou. One of those life bayous they have on boats. Houses. Lights, movement, but no real life. What an atmosphere. And some junk. The city looks totally derelict. I really need to do something to save the situation. Okay, well, let's walk in, I suppose. I can't imagine what's inside. Well, let's not imagine it, let's go inside. The handle's dirty and greasy. So that's why you're not gonna try and open it. Because you don't want to dirty your hands. Okay. Or we can do it like this. Knock knock. What's the password? I'm listening. Oh, you can only get in with a password. Password? Ahem. Open sesame. Don't you recognize me? Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ? I can pay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ? I think you knocked at the wrong door, mate. Take a look at the girl up there on the signboard. Is she making the sign of the cross to you? Indeed, I should have suspected something. Alright then, get out of here. No pass, no puss. Or no puss. We're not letting any bums in. It seems I don't have much access with doors recently. Indeed, no. It looks like you need a password to get into the bar. Okay. Well, the next logical step is to go back to the tattoo shop and ask Vic if she happens to know it. But something tells me that the password that she used to get in when she worked there is different now. Assuming that she even needed to give a password, but let's see. Already? You have been quick. If only. What can you tell me about the Mermaid Smile? Ahem, what kind of work were you doing there exactly? Well, she did say that she was a barmaid. Or bartender. Can you tell me more about the owner? I need a password to get in. Do you know it? Provided it hasn't changed, it should be Paradise Lost. But wait, can't you simply crush the door and beat up the bouncers with your superpowers? I would like to, but in practice it's the worst possible approach. I have to discreetly identify the demon and understand how it spreads its corruption, in order to eradicate it thoroughly. Simply killing him is not enough. I see. And if he resists? Demons are masters of subversion, but aren't physically very strong. Besides, they don't know I'm coming for them. And they are entities whose profound nature doesn't change, but whose memories do not survive reincarnation. Good then, please find and dispose of this trash. I will, but with discretion. It would make things much more complicated if I allowed it to run away. Oh, I almost forgot. Here, take this. Okay. Is that thanks for saving you? I'm very touched. No, you dummy. I borrowed it from the Mermaid Smile, but never gave it back. If you could say hi to my friend Jade, the current barmaid, and give it back to her, you would be a doll. Well, sure we can do that. I should be able to do that, yes. Does Madame require anything else? Well, yes, actually. Oh, what else? I think the owner took one of my favorite hairpins and I never had the guts to ask him to give it back since. A worthy task at last. I'll try, but I can't guarantee you anything.
Thanks.
Alright, I have a city to rescue. Thanks for the password. Don't forget, it's Paradise Lost. Okay, but before we do that, let's ask her more about Paradise Lost. So what can you tell me about Mermaid Smile? Wait, did I call it Paradise Lost earlier? Mermaid Smile, that's what I meant. Let's ask her more about Mermaid Smile. 80 years ago, there were only a few houses here. The docks weren't even there. During the war, in the middle of the night, an enemy submarine tried to hide inside the canal. Which war are we talking about? Well, I guess she's referring to the Second World War. That would only make sense. But since it gets narrower at the end, they ended up stuck. I'm not sure about what happened next. Look, the best would be to ask the bouncer. He loves to tell that story. Alright, I'll remember it. I can't remember the details, but it was quite creepy. Frankly speaking, this place is cursed to me. Not surprising a demon made it its lair. Sure, I guess. But why make a bar out of a submarine? Oh, it was a submarine? I didn't even notice. Ah, yes, sorry. After the Depression, many people were out of work. The owner was a former sailor and a handyman. He lived in front of the wreck. One day he started fixing it up, just like that. In a few years he turned it into quite a convivial place. It was great at first. But after some time, I don't know, it became a bit gloomy. The Depression really wreaked havoc, didn't it? Destitute women started to hang around there a lot, and then bit by bit happened what happened. 15 years after its renovation, it turned into a hookah bar. Not the most glamorous thing. Okay, so she talked about the war, which I assume is the Second World War she was referring to, and the building, the old medievalist building outside was, according to... now I forgot his name. Bartholomeus? Something like that anyway. So the oldest medievalist building outside was German, according to him. And then she mentioned the Depression. So we must be in Germany. That's just my wild guess that we are in Germany. What kind of work were you doing there exactly? Not sure if this is very polite to ask, but we're gonna do it anyway. I only worked there as a barmaid, but the atmosphere was terrible, so I didn't stay there for long. The desperate-looking patrons, these poor girls that do this to scrap a living, the awful owner. You get the idea. Also, you have to dress like a sailor? Maid? No need for swearing, Wick. Hey, you are not my father. Don't make me regret saving you. Okay. I guess he was about to say a whore. Can you tell me more about the owner? The one who built the Mermaid Smile? He quite a nice bloke at the beginning, but then he completely changed. How to put it? It's like his empathy was gone. He became cynical, calculating, cold, without pity. Like a demon? Actually, I was about to say, just like you. You little... I'm joking, you're my favorite savior. Favorite, huh? Truth to be told, I did not really have a choice. Oh, but I can let this place rot for a few more years if you want. Maybe after some more assaults, you... Ahem, no thanks, I'm good now. But I still like your cold and stern side. Okay, well, we're off. I'm off, see you later. Take care. Okay, so... Paradise Lost, that's the password. Assuming that it hasn't changed since last time she left. Or since last time she was here. So this used to be a submarine, huh? Doesn't really look like much. And the password is Paradise Lost. The Mermaid Smile, here we come. What's up, handsome? Did God forget to whisper you the password during your prayer time? Lost Paradise. Sorry, but that has long since changed.
What?
God damn it. I knew... I'm joking, come in. Oh, there we go. Hilarious. Sometimes I really wonder if you are worth saving. What do you say? Nothing, nothing. Whoa, such a loud door. Aha, we go down there, okay. Dildos and torpedoes. If you still haven't understood what goes on in this place, this should make everything crystal clear. Indeed, but dildos and torpedoes, that's quite funny actually. Poster. An adult show entitled The Final Purge. Sounds nicely subtle and delicate. Dwarf Bouncer. Oh, it's a dwarf. Okay. Not very impressive for a bouncer. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. No offense to the dude for being so short and everything, but then again, he does have a gun there, so yeah, I think he got it on. I think he got everything under control with that. They're not the kind of cigars you can buy in a cornerstone. Are those fancy Cuban cigars or something then? At all? It's a bit sordid, but at least it shows imagination. Map of the sub. Oh, I see. So the top part here is the entrance where we are right now. Ah, okay, that's actually very cool. There is all the info about the sub. Dimensions, missions, equipment. Interesting. And this bouncer should know about the history of the submarine more, so let's talk to him, I suppose. What's up, Adonis? Tired of women, perhaps? I beg your pardon. Alright, nobody ever wants to play with me, it looks like. Can you tell me the story of the Mermaid Smile? Are you really a midget or just a little man? Not sure if that's a bit rude. What are you smoking? Well, let's ask him casually. What are you smoking? Those, my tall friend, are genuine cigars from Latin America. Cuba? At least Cuba is known for their cigars. Nowhere else can you find any with such an aroma, such texture. The smoke of these things is just like whipped cream. Okay. Want some? It's my pleasure. No thanks, I was just curious. Maybe we need cigars for something else later. Well, let's ask this. Let's hope that he doesn't mind. Are you really a midget or just a little man? I'm a real midget with a big heart. For real, mate. I don't look like it, but I'm a sensible person. I like taking care of people. Be polite. Give pleasure to strangers. No thanks. Please stop looking at me this way. Boo-hoo! Yet again, I'm left on the shelf. Okay, well, can you tell me the story of the Mermaid Smile? I love that one. Yes, so we heard. It was 20 years ago during the war. One night an enemy submarine rushed into Gore Bay's canal. They wanted to hide there, but little did they know, the canal gets narrower after a point. Just like my... Don't say it. Please keep going. So when the Allies took the city the next morning, they guarded the entrance of the stuck submarine. And then, after 100 days, the door finally opened and only one member of the crew came out. Out of a dozen men. It was the cook.
Damn.
Heavens. Let me guess, the cook ate the rest of the crew? I love that story. Okay, interesting. I've got stuff to do. Alright, see you later, love. He's such a flirt. Okay, well, let's walk down into the submarine. Hey, Blondie, you can't come in with that huge metallic thing. Oh, finally someone is noticing our sword.
Well.
I see. Like that one, for example? Hey, that was ours. Where did you get that from? Jade, is it? Vic sent me to give it back to you. She also says hi. That was unexpected. That's nice of her, but we didn't wait for her before buying a new one. She can keep it. I'm sure she'll find a good use for it. Okay. I'll bring it back then. She also said I shouldn't have a problem keeping this toy with me. But why are you prancing around with that thing? You think you're a gladiator or what? It's a fake. It's my bodyguard. It's for the attention. I kinda want to say that it's either fake or it's for attention. I kinda like to say this. It's for the attention from the ladies. Some like to walk around with a cane, others wear bow ties. Me, I've got a sword. Because that's hardcore like that. Alright, to each one his own, I guess. I don't judge anyone, you know. We see so much stuff in here. Once a guy came in with a lobster and asked me to... Alright, thanks, but I don't want to know more. Damn it, I kinda wanted to hear. Alright, keep it. We are keeping an eye on you anyway.
Thanks.
Thanks. I'll be as good as gold. I like you. You want a drink? Thanks, but I don't drink. Weirdo. But I like it. Usually there's only drunkards in here. It's good to see some new blood. The pleasure is mine. By the way, Vic asked me to recover something the owner borrowed from her. Do you know where he is? Yup, just across the dance floor on the right. But be careful, he's in quite a bad mood today.
Great.
I'll make sure to be persuasive. Okay, so that was Jade. Really liking this bar here. A sailor with two girls. A sailor accompanied by two young ladies. Jack the Sharp. Did it say sharp? Yeah, it did say sharp and not shark. A shark skeleton for a lampshade. That really sets the tone. Indeed. The boss is in the office across the dance floor. I'm going to pay a little courtesy call. Okay, we'll do that in a moment. Was that everything else? That just means that we can leave. Okay. Let's talk to her some more before we continue. Hi, handsome. Sure you don't want a drink? How's business? Does the name Gregor Puttani ring any bell? How's the mood in Gore Bay nowadays? Oh dear, don't you have anything more cheerful to talk about? Gore Bay's become a cesspit. It gets more dangerous by the hour and people are all bloody nuts. Rotbork's even worse. Aren't we already in Rotbork? Yes and no. Gorbey and Rotbork were joined together after the war, and Gorbey became one of Rotbork's districts. When you step out of the Mermaid, on your right there is a little square and a flight of stairs. It leads directly to Rotbork's center. Thanks, I didn't know. I don't really have time to spend there anymore, but overall its condition worsened a lot over the last years. Incivility, assaults, drugs, everything is going down the drain over there. You get the idea. Yes, I do. Does the name Gregor Puttani ring any bell? He must have been a regular. Does the name Gregor Puttani ring any bells? A friend of yours? What's he look like? Well built, balding with a big beard and thick dark eyebrows. I think I see. At first he came here out of curiosity, then he became a regular. I knew it. Oh, but yes, he was here just a few hours ago actually. He drank quite a bit, got teased by the girls, but didn't take any to a room this time. Instead he got out of the bar all fired up. No idea what it was about. I see.
Great.
The picture gets clearer. Well, how's the business in general? The less our patrons are faithful to their wives, the more they are to the mermaid, so I don't complain. All the more since the recession. Can say it was bad for everyone. The recession? Are you fresh out of the boat or what? Well, quite literally, yes, we are. Yeah, quite literally, yes. The recession is when one day, about 20 years ago, every fish just vanished out of coastal waters. It was surreal. If you ever see a fisherman here, he's been probably unemployed for a long time. Only a few were able to survive mentally or physically. And the few coins they have left are often spent here, sadly. Interesting. Friendly advice. Avoid talking about the recession with the locals. Okay, but something tells me that we have to ask about that every once in a while from some people, especially sailors. Okay, gotta go. Sure, see ya, Blondie. Well, he's not really a blondie, I don't think, more like an albino. But anyway. You think it's a good idea to go and talk to the sailor? Look at that! And it's great and what beautiful fish you can catch in these parts. Charming. Oh, he was referring to the girls. It's my first time in here. How does it work? Easy. You grab a drink and these little mermaids hop right into your net. I can imagine the rest. Sure you can. For a bill, they take you to a room and they are all yours. Anything I want? Hands free, any position, screaming with a whip, a stool. Oh dear. Even with a dead fish, if you feel like awakening the fisherman in you. I'm seasick just by thinking about it. Let it loose, mate. You're the captain, you give the orders. I see. To be frank with you, I feel like I have already tried everything. You know, I need more than that. Ah yeah, I also feel like that sometimes. I guess you can't escape it after a point. Yes, I never feel truly satisfied anymore. I have to push the limits every time. Ha ha ha, yeah. Wait, what are you talking about exactly? I'm not exactly green for that thing. I need more than just diddling some teenager. What I like is making them scream, you see. When you can feel their fear. The fuck are you talking about, dude? Yeah, I see. Most of all, when they are not faking it. If you see what I mean. But that would be... That sounds like rape. Well, have to say, I like it too when it goes a wee bit overboard. Oh hey, look at his red eyes. Yeah, that's right. That's what I thought. Hey, patch guy, don't give him any ideas. Yeah, they're already rough, so don't make it worse. Children, flee from this dark place at once. Dear heavens. Wow, don't make them dry up, mate. Listen, dude, you may be here for fun, but we are kinda scratching a living here, alright? Yeah, my debt ain't gonna repay itself. So be kind and piss off. Yeah, okay, let's piss off then. How long have I been playing? I think I should kinda end the episode here. I've been playing for like, I don't know, 40 minutes or so, so I'm gonna end this episode here, and the next episode, let's go and meet with the owner of this place, of Mermaid Smile. Ask for that, I think it was a hairpin that we're supposed to get back for Vic, and also, most importantly, we ask him some questions about this place and see if he's corrupted in any way. And he most likely is. He's most likely corrupted, so let's see if we have to deal with him like we dealt with Buttoni. So, until next time. Thank you for watching once again, and see you next time for more The Blind Prophet.